Every year, trillions of dollars move through systems you don't see. Your paycheck, your savings, even your credit cards, all part of a giant invisible game. And it's not just about losing a few dollars. The mechanisms behind it decide who gets wealth, who loses it, and how fast economies wobble. Today, we're going to trace your money's hidden journey, step by step. And you'll see why, sometimes, money doesn't just move, it disappears. First, let's clear something up. Money isn't just the bills in your wallet. Most of it is digital, numbers in a bank's computer. When you deposit $100, your bank doesn't store $100. It lends $90 to someone else, keeps $10 in reserve. That's called fractional reserve banking. Simple concept, but here's the kicker. When lots of banks do this at once, the real amount of liquid money, the cash you can actually spend, is much smaller than you think. And that gap is where your money can quietly lose value. Next, meet the quiet thief, inflation. Inflation isn't just prices rising, it's your money losing buying power. A coffee that cost $2 5 years ago, today it's $3. Your dollar hasn't disappeared physically, but it buys less. Central banks often create more money to keep economies humming. The irony, by printing money to help, they slowly devalue yours. Not overnight, not always intentionally, but enough that your savings, your security, subtly shrink while you sleep. And it's not just inflation. Every swipe, transfer, or withdrawal comes with hidden friction. Banks charge for maintenance, for transfers, for currency conversions, even for holding your money. And some digital banks earn interest not by lending responsibly, but by playing short-term investment games with your deposits. One wrong move in this invisible machine, and your money isn't gone, it's been quietly redirected into someone else's profit. Now let's zoom out. Beyond your bank, trillions circulate in instruments you've probably never heard of. Derivatives, repurchase agreements, mortgage-backed securities. They sound abstract, but they interact directly with your money. When markets move, these instruments can trigger margin calls, defaults, and liquidity crunches. And here's the shocking part. The average person feels this not as a headline, but as small, invisible losses in their bank accounts or retirement funds. That's the system quietly eating your money. Here's where the numbers get uncomfortable. The US alone has over $25 trillion in national debt. Banks leverage money at ratios sometimes exceeding 10 to 1. That means a $1 trillion shock can ripple through $10 trillion in obligations. Your savings? Tiny by comparison. But because everything is interconnected, even a minor misstep can erode value quickly. The math is simple, but the consequences aren't. The more you trust the system, the more fragile your money becomes. Every day, headlines promise stability. Markets surge, your money is safe. Social media tells you to invest, save, spend wisely. Reality? Your money is constantly at risk. Not because of fraud, not because you made a mistake, but because of invisible systemic pressures. Fractional banking, inflation, debt, market leverage. The hype masks the hidden erosion, and most people never even notice. Now, imagine this at a global scale. Entire countries' currencies can vanish in months. Hyperinflation, debt crises, banking collapses, they all start with the same mechanism, money moving faster than it can be accounted for. And while you worry about bills, your money is already on the move, sometimes into losses you'll only see years later. So next time you check your account, remember, money isn't static, it's fluid, fragile, and often invisible. And sometimes it's not the bank or the government or even you. Your money just vanishes before you get to spend it. The question is, will we ever fully see the system behind it?